Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Resonator Zen, joined by my friend to the left,
Yo.
Zenzer. Now, this is going to be me reading an article posted by Penny Young Nance, the biggest cunt in the fucking world, and it is entitled A Difficult Righteousness. The name of this video is going to be Chick-Fallate-Me 3 Balls Deep. Because she actually mentions Chick-fil-A in it, so I have to do it. Now, let's get on with the article. I recently read a Facebook post from a young relative commenting on the Chick-fil-A Day of Support. She especially said that Christians should stay out of the so-called gay marriage debate because it is divisive, which it is. I can't argue that it wouldn't be easier to toss up my hands and say, okay, let people marry whoever, it's their lives, rather than engaging in hostile debate. Well, I'm not engaging in hostile debate. I'm engaging in just plain old hostility. Because that's what I do when people like you fucking open up their stupid fucking pie holes.
What does that old saying go? Better to keep your mouth shut and have everyone think you an idiot than open your mouth and remove all doubt.
However, if Christians respond to gay marriage apathetically, then we are ignoring the basic tenets of our faith and allowing the wholesale destruction of our society's moral foundation. I really hope you get buried in the moral foundation when we replace it. Because you fuckers deserve to be 6 feet under the fucking ground philosophically.
Besides, have you seen what the advertisements they have in Europe are? Trust me, you probably don't.
First, all law is based on morality. Again, no, not all law is based on morality. Some laws are based on greed. Piracy law, anti-piracy laws are based on greed because people want some money when they...
Actually, that one's based on fear, too, because the United States government doesn't want to put up extra security features to not get hacked.
America's criminal laws, property laws, and family laws are all regulated according to an overarching set of moral standards necessary to maintain a peaceful society. And what the fuck does morality have to do with a peaceful society? Legitimate question. Thus, the laws governing the institution of marriage are applied according to a moral standard, the outcome of which benefits society. How in the fuck does marriage benefit society? I will consider converting to Christianity if somebody can give me a convincing fucking answer. I don't think you're going to be able to, but if someone does, I will give serious consideration to converting to Christianity on how marriage benefits society. Marriage signifies a special union crafted as a holy covenant between man, woman, and God. You said one man, one woman. In your stupid fucking arguments against gay marriage, you always say one man, one woman. You never talk about God. That is no longer a monogamous relationship. That is polyamory because you love your husband and you love your God. That is not marriage. That is not monogamous marriage. That is polygamy, plain and fucking simple. Marriage is the institution by which our children are conceived. Are you really that fucking stupid, Penny? Really? Really? Do you believe that women and men get married and all of a sudden they're pregnant? No. You know how children are conceived? Dicks and vaginas. The pleasurable act of sex. Or the not so sexy act of sperm, egg, gamete, womb.
AKA artificial insemination.
Yes.
For those that don't know.
Marriage identifies the recognizable authority of a mother and a father who are ordained with the responsibility of raising the future generation. Hopefully your children die of a fucking disease because we don't need any more fucking fundamental Christians in the fucking world. We are topped up to that. We have our fucking limit of that. We can never grant these same responsibilities to two heterosexuals who simply live together, because marriage is more than a living arrangement. Actually, no, it's a fucking living arrangement. You fucking moron.
Living arrangement with love. Oh wait, that's exactly what they have.
When the government broadens the definition of marriage beyond its natural parameters, marriage isn't natural. Seriously, is there fucking two beavers, a male and a female beaver, out in the middle of the fucking woods with an arch that the fucking the priest beaver fucking made, and they're fucking getting, and that beaver is ordained by God to fucking marry these fucking, no, you fucking morons, it's not fucking natural. It's actually totally unnatural, because people are supposed to be out there fucking willy-nilly to propagate the fucking species.
If I remember correctly, there are only about just 6 to 8 actual monogamous species.
Children, communities, and governments ultimately suffer. How in the fuck does expanding marriage make governments, communities, and children suffer? How in the fuck does that happen? How in the fuck? How the hell does that even possibly? How the fuck is that any way possible in your fucking mind? Are you so far? Is your head so far up your ass you're having methane poisoning? Over 1,000 of America's juvenile and domestic laws are predicated on the definition of marriage, and therefore a definitional change would result in broadened tax exclusions, complex custody battles. Normal custody battles are fucking complex, you dipshit! Have you ever been in the middle of a custody battle? It's fucking horrible! Things get said that can't be unsaid. Shit gets fucking nasty in a custody battle.
Also, one other thing is she was trying to throw out there that the laws were predated by Christian laws. Christian laws were predated by Hammurabi's law.
No, I actually misspoke. It was it was supposed to be predicated, and I misspoke. But you are true though. You are right. There are laws that are before Christian laws.
And let's face it, the consequences of those are pretty brutal.
And higher divorce rates. The only reason it would be a higher divorce rate is because more people would be married, thus more people would probably get divorced. That's the only way it increases. It's not like, oh fuck, the homos are married. Fuck, I don't want to marry. I can go fuck someone else in the ass now. I don't want to be married to you. Fuck you. That's not gonna happen.
Well,
excluding
the people that are trying to put up a front.
Yeah. Who are so ashamed of themselves that they have to make some kind of lie up.
I think for people like her.
It becomes an explicit government seal of approval for a choice that, until now, was private. Well, fucking marriage is private. Straight marriage is fucking private. You're not going around parading down the fucking street saying, I got fucking retards.
And nobody's shaming you to go to a gay marriage. I would like to, but I'm not going to.
It's not a fucking choice anyway either. It's not being gay is not a fucking choice. It is a fucking ingrained part of our fucking psyche. That is, once we are fucking formed as a human being, a baby, that shit is already in our fucking head. It just manifests itself when we were going through puberty, you fucking mongs. God damn.
I think these people also forget the fact that when they were little kids, they were afraid of the opposite gender.
As citizens, we will then be forced to subsidize this debauched judicial decision with our tax dollars and business penalties, should we choose to speak out against so-called gay marriage. You can say whatever the fuck you want about gay marriage, but when you're trying to actively stop gay marriage from being legalized, your religious freedom means nothing anymore. You're actively fucking with someone's life.
Freedom of religion on their part and your part.
Freedom of speech only goes to a certain point. When you're actively talking and telling people to do something that could harm other people, like not allowing them to get married and other shit, you're religious. You have gone outside of that protection.
You are restricting their freedoms, henceforth not going by another part of the Constitution.
We are already seeing religious liberty taking a backseat to gay. I don't know why the fuck gay is in quotations though. Gay rights in the courtroom. Recently, a New Mexico Court of Appeals charged a Christian photographer who refused to service a gay in quotations again wedding with violating state discrimination laws. Well, no fucking shit. You're not allowed to fucking. You may find what they do reprehensible, but you do not get the right to deny them service unless they're doing something unless they are fucking in your studio. You cannot refuse them service unless they're doing something. You may find it reprehensible that they're getting married and they're gay, but you're gonna have to choke on a fucking dick because
metaphorically.
Yeah, metaphorically, not
literally, because
although that would be poetic justice, but
we have to point it out to these people because they don't seem to quite get it.
Second, when the law rewards something through licensing or benefits, there is always increased activity. Legalization of vices is never a concrete solution. So being gay is a vice now. It's nice to know that. So being heterosexual is a vice. We have seen these effects when marijuana, which only chills the people the fuck out. It's not like abortion. Keeping the population down. Oh, holy shit, bad. Sex trafficking.
Yeah.
There's a difference between human trafficking and prostitution. Human trafficking usually involves people who are actively against where they're going. Like, you're doing that against their fucking will. That's what sex trafficking is, not prostitution. Prostitution is when a woman or a man legally and mentally wants to do what they're doing for money. And other immoralities were legalized in our neighboring countries. So Mexico and Canada. Really? You're basing this on Canada and Mexico. Okay. Specifically, a case study in Germany, because they're so well known for human rights, which legalized prostitution in 2002, reveals that the amount of sex trafficking victims in the country has risen 70% in the last 7 years. Firstly, the term sex trafficking victim is very vague. Very, 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 very vague. Unwilling participants, forced sex, forced prostitution. There are other words that you could use that are at least a little bit more guided than just sex trafficking victims. In the last 7 years, the Netherlands, believing that the legalization of prostitution as a profitable business would decrease the amount of children sex trafficked, has since seen a 300% increase in child prostitution. Actually, I'm going to click on the case study, because actually that's... Oh, really? Press TV. Iranian state television. Propaganda merchants. Really? You're taking the word of press? Fucking TV.
If it was up to them, you would still be in the kitchen.
Are you fucking serious? You're taking the word of a Islamic totalitarian state's propaganda division. You're just taking them on a fucking bold... You're taking them at face fucking value? I'm sort of happy I looked at that this time around doing this video. What the fuck? What? So, you're taking...
Said, if it was up to them, she'd still be in the kitchen.
In a fucking burqa. Anyway. Yeah. So, again, Press TV isn't all that fucking reliable. It really isn't. Prostitutionresearch.com. Hey, you fucking said it was a case study, bitch. One thing is from Press TV. This other thing is from a .com website. That's not a case study. Or we don't know what kind of study this shit did. Like, okay, the case studies in Germany for the legalized prostitution that you got from Press TV. The 300% increase of child prostitution. No, that's child victimization, not child prostitution. Prostitution is willing participants. Children have no way to be willing in anything. It's child victimization. Victimization. Victa-fucking-ization.
Get the terms right.
Third, as believers, we are called not just to be a light to this world, but also to be the salt of the earth. Poor choice of words. In other words, we must preserve the culture by discouraging immorality, especially sexual immorality, which breaks down our society. No, cunty behavior like you breaks down our society. Will immorality always exist? Yeah, of course, yeah. But now, will people know their actions are destructive unless... Oh, no. But how will people know their actions are destructive unless we tell them? How the fuck is gay sex destructive to society? If you're getting fucked by a guy with a big cock, you might tear your ass, but that is not harming society. That is not harming the whole of society. Your brains may be hurting, but unless those gay people are fucking you in the ass against your will, shut the fuck up, please. Shut the fuck up.
She's a female, so she's out of their jurisdiction anyway.
Unless she's getting raped by a lesbian.
Yeah.
Anyway. I agree that many Christians are unloving, like your ass, like just like you're unloving. You're telling people that they can't have a loving relationship. You're telling them that being gay, you're making accusations that being gay, you're promiscuous, you're all this other shit, you're bad for society, and yet they want to get married. They want to have marriage. They want to be in a monogamous relationship, and yet you're not allowing them to do that and give them a fair fucking shot at it. You are a cunt. I don't give a shit if I get fucking shit for calling you a fucking cunt, but you're a fucking big C cunt. I strive to remain compassionate, no the fuck you don't, when confronting these tough issues. Bullshit, because a while ago, when the bullying shit was up, you basically thought it was okay for there to be some justification for bullying if you genuinely believe that gay teens were harming themselves by being gay. Your group actively said that. That is not compassionate. That is not anything. You are unloving pieces of shit. No, actually, you are pieces of fucking
shit that doesn't even exist.
Just like your god. Anyway, but to discuss homosexuality, abortion, and other tough issues, like my dick up your ass, that's a tough issue. We must be bold in defending God's law, because, yeah, God's law is so very awesome, and so concrete. Eating shellfish, wearing clothes made of two fabrics, working on Sabbath, eating meat on Friday. All of these were sins, and yet you fuckers may, and probably not, follow that shit. Maybe the Sabbath you keep holy, but I'm pretty sure you eat red meat every fucking day of the week. I'm pretty sure you eat shellfish. I'm pretty sure you wear polyester and all that ugly other ugly shit. Those are God's law. I do not believe that every Christian is called to take a stand in public policy. In this country, you're not supposed to take a stand in fucking public policy because separation of church and state. Religion cannot be in the public policy of our fucking country, you stupid cow. But I do think we all need to support those who are called. The same moral underpinnings that call me to work for the passage of good legislation protecting the unborn. The fuck? That's a fucking name of a horror movie, The Unborn. Like, what the fuck? And sex trafficking victims of rape and fucking That's basically what sex trafficking is you're taking someone from their family to go have them have sex against their fucking will. That is rape trafficking. That is not sex trafficking. Sex is consensual. Rape is not. Are the same ones that reinforce my fight to preserve the legal definition of marriage. Choke on a dick, please. I do believe in loving Jesus and loving people. Well, you don't fucking show it. All people. I believe in a gospel that changes lives and hearts. I believe that God created marriage between a man and a woman. He'd be wrong because marriage was around a hell of a lot longer than fucking Christianity. But that choosing differently is no different than the sins that I commit every day, like being a lying bitch, being wrathful, being very, very wrathful. Oh, these gay people want marriage? Fuck them! Put them back in the cages! Fucking put them in the mental institutions. They're fucking immoral. Yeah, that's very loving. I also believe that the gospel alone is powerful enough to turn us away from our sin. I'm not going to walk away from sin. Sin is what makes life fun. Fucking, drinking, beating someone to death with a fucking club, that's all things that make things fun.
And the fact that other people got it on proof only makes it more fun for this guy.
Yep. Especially the sex. The sex is better when you're doing it to piss someone else off. Also, revenge sex is pretty good. So is angry sex. But anyway, getting way the fuck off topic. The way to share the gospel is through love, kindness, understanding when you're not even trying to understand gay people, and the building of relationships, which you won't allow gay people to have. You won't allow them to build monogamous, serious relationships through marriage. I also believe in freedom of speech, and yeah, I do too. You have every right to say whatever the fuck you want, but if you're trying to influence people's lives by making gay marriage illegal, keeping it illegal, like other shit, like you can go fuck yourselves about your religious freedom and your freedom of speech. And I support the right to share opinions, which is why I proudly support Chick-fil-A and the Cathy family. And that is why I wholeheartedly approve of fellatio, unmarried sex, unprotected sex. If you want to have a kid.
Or just generally don't want diseases.
Or yes, or don't want diseases. So, lesson here is wear a condom if you don't want to get pregnant and or STDs. Or if you don't trust your partner. But if you don't... Getting off topic again.
Yes. Very much.
If Christians choose to say nothing or refuse support to those of us who are vocalizing, well, maybe some of them don't give a fuck about what the fuck you say and don't believe you're true Christians because you're unloving cunts who fucking want to make other people fucking miserable.
Matter of fact, something else I'd like to mention. Didn't Jesus support the idea of turning the other cheek? You're not turning no other cheek. You're pretty much getting into people's faces.
Yeah.
You know what? I do not support that.
Then we ultimately achieve nothing, like your religion has done for the past 2,000 fucking years. Wait, allowing the government to grant a seal of approval that redefines a 2,000-year-old institution. Maybe they should get an updater like City of Heroes. Just saying.
Another thing, it wasn't 2,000 years old as an institution. It was pretty much a cult for a good 200 to 300.
Yeah.
It became an institution when the Roman Empire decided to make it an institution. And let's face it, you wouldn't approve of the Roman Empire in any day, shape, way, or form.
Christians are only helping to legitimize an institution ordained by God. Yes, because God is so very vocal about this. They are ultimately achieving nothing less than the destruction of society's bedrock. And I hope you get buried underneath this destruction of bedrock. I really do. You're cunts. You're assholes. Go fuck yourselves. And now, peace out and go fuck yourselves. And sit down and swivel.